Hello, online crew. Hope you're doing really well today. Today, we're just going to keep it really simple. We're going to strip it right back and just talk about 20 different types of post ideas for your social media. So sometimes we overthink things and we just need to brainstorm a little bit and just put a different kind of post out there, mix things up a little bit to get people's attention. So when we do the same thing, like the same type of post over and over again, you're probably missing opportunities to attract people that have different modalities. Now, what I mean by that is some people prefer to scroll and read. Some people will prefer to listen to video. Some people will love, opening up a blog post or something like that. That people have different modalities of learning and absorbing material. So the more that you cater for that in what you post on social media, the more opportunities you're going to grab the attention of different types of people, which is what you want. When you've got all quotes or all video, or all, static posts of some sort, then you may be missing certain people in your audience that just don't resonate with that kind of post. So I hope you've got a pen and paper handy, because I'm just going to go through them. This is not rocket science. This is just a reminder to you guys to mix it up as far as your content goes. Now, yesterday I started the discussion. If you missed yesterday's live, just go down the news feed and you'll find that quite quickly. I started the conversation regarding different kind of content ideas, like what should you talk about, what should you bring to the table as far as your content goes. Today, I'm going to talk about different post type ideas, like to cater for people's different modalities. The third one, which I will continue this discussion and finish it off tomorrow, is in relation to where do you get inspiration for content. So we've got different types of content that you can bring to the table. We talked about that yesterday, and you can build on what we spoke about yesterday. I spoke about 5, but there's definitely more than that. Today, I'm going to give you 20 different types of post types to think about. So just write all of these down and see if there's, really simple ones that you might be missing. And tomorrow, I'm going to give you some ideas and some suggestions regarding where to find a whole lot of content when you're stuck. Really quickly, simply using the internet, just some ideas that you may not have explored before, just to give you a different range and a different variety of content to bring to your audience. Because this is what it's all about, guys. It's not just about turning up and telling people what you want to tell them. It's about serving the people that are there for you, your audience. If you've got a business page and you're deliberately building a target market, like a particular type of audience, and you're branding yourself or a group that you've branded a certain way, you want to provide those people content, which is, as we spoke about yesterday, educational, informative, behind the scenes, all those kind of things. But we want to mix up the way that we're delivering that content, because it's making people feel good. It's keeping people interested. And when you do that and you deliver content that keeps people interested, then that's when, it just grows from there. But you've always got to be looking for ways to build your audience, whether that's organically or through paid strategies, like we're talking about in the boot camp this week in my coaching community. We're on day 3 today of that, guys. Today is, there's a few things, but I am finishing off with ad disapprovals, getting shut down from Facebook. What do you do when that happens? What's the best chance for you to get your ads back up and running? Your account back up and running. It's all of that kind of stuff, which is hugely important if you're doing Facebook advertising, even if you're not, but you want to somewhere in the future. If you've got this kind of awareness and knowledge, then it'll save you making some really stupid mistakes, and it'll save you wasting a lot of money as well. So day 3 today in the boot camp in my coaching community is really important. It's been great content, that we're full on content. Like I'm just giving you so much information. Last 2 days have been great. It's all recorded. It's not too late to join us. The link is up above in the description. You can get into my coaching community for $1. So if Facebook advertising or learning about Facebook advertising is something that you need to know, that help is there for you. So I'll get onto the topic and the 20 things, because Like I said in the beginning, sometimes you guys just need to strip it back and stop overthinking it. Just, have good ideas about different types of content, what to talk about, and just mix it up a little bit more than what you've been doing. And it can get a little bit overwhelming when you're on social media all the time and thinking, I just don't know what to post anymore. And depending where you're building your audience, you want to cater for the people that are there. So as to what you talk about and creating curiosity regarding, what you're doing, if you want to get people interested in what you're offering and joining you in your network marketing business, then these different types of posts will help as well, because you want to get people curious about what it is you're up to. You want to teach them certain things on the topic that you want to be known for. So whether that's in the business space, the online space, or health and wellness, or jewelry, or finance, or weight loss, or whatever it is for you, you use these kind of post strategies to get out content of different types. Okay, so hopefully that all makes sense. So how is everyone going today? Or last thing I want to mention, the video challenge starts next week. Guys, for those of you that want to jump on the 21-day online crew video challenge, it's a free Facebook Live video challenge. I give you all the content ideas. I give you all the technical videos to know how to do things if you've never done them before. You've just got to go to my website, helenmartinonline.com. Scroll down the front page to a graphic which talks about the 21-day online crew video challenge. Click on that image and request to join the group, and all the instructions are there. It's completely for free. So that is just something that you should be doing. Those of you that are more experienced are probably doing live videos all the time. If you're not, you're missing the boat. People are watching somebody else because you're not doing it. So take advantage of that if you want to. Okay, so some quick hellos. We got Gloria, Patricia, Olive. How are you guys? Hello, Susan. Good to see you on. We've got Hero, Christine, Heather, Monica, Jeanette, lovely to see you guys on. We've got Gagan, Anna, good morning in your part of the world. I am here waiting for your day 3 boot camp. We'll keep my chipola fingers off the keyboard so I don't hit angry emojis. Can I tag people on this post? Absolutely, go for it. It's really funny. It's something that you guys should take aware of, because it amazes me how many of you guys do it to me. And Lani did it by accidentally yesterday, is you go to hit the love button or the like button and you actually accidentally hit the angry button or the sad face button or something. And it's like, oh, you're in the middle of training and someone hits an angry face. And, sometimes, like Lani was on live yesterday and I'm like, what are you giving me an angry face for? And she's like, I didn't, it was by accident. So it happens more often than you think, guys. So when you leave a reaction, just check what you're leaving. So it was quite funny. Yes, provide contents with different flavors. Oh, I liked how you've put that. Hey, Vicky from the UK. It must be late in your part of the world, but good to see you on. Hi, Tina. Lovely to see you here. Hey, Laurie. Good to see you on. So I'll get straight into the content. And if you've got pen and paper, and this is what I'm going to share with you guys is not new. It's just refreshing your memory on the different types of things that you could bring on your page to spice it up a little bit and not do the same thing all the time. And this could be relevant to personal profile, business page, or a group. Across the board, wherever you're building your business, these things will apply. Okay, so I'm just going to run through them for you. Okay, so 1, image post. Very simple. It's a photograph of something. So, it could be you doing something. It could be you've just taken a photograph of something. It's just an image post. Okay, so that's 1. Video, absolutely key. Video should be at the top of your list, really. Now, there's 2 types. You can do live video. You can upload videos. There's nothing wrong with you doing a little quick, 5-minute video, giving a tip or something and uploading it. You are not going to get as much organic reach as you would if you did a live video. But if you put a 5-minute video up versus, like my videos are mainly, 20 minutes to half an hour, sometimes more, some people just won't watch because their life's too busy and it's too long for them. So if you can cater to both, Or say you're in a situation where you can't go live, but you can have some pre-recorded video going up. It's better than nothing. So live video is always better than pre-recorded video, but there's nothing wrong with putting pre-recorded videos up so people can see your face and hear you and stuff like that if you're in a position where you can't do live video. Even if you can do both, mix it up. It's something that I'm going to start doing here and my page and my group is start doing little snippets of training videos with an appropriate headline so you guys can work out where, oh yeah, I'll watch that. And it's only like 10 minutes or under even. So quick information to absorb that may be helpful for you. Okay, so we got image 1, video live 2, video pre-recorded 3, blog posts. So they could be blog posts that you could be affiliated to through, you know, a mentoring company. It could be a blog post of something you found on the internet. If you've got your own website and you write your own blogs, good for you, but most of you won't be at that stage. But something written. Some people actually still prefer to read, although social media gives us this really fast video type environment. Some people still do prefer to scan and read. It can be quicker than listening to an entire video. So blogs are good to share. Now, just remember with these kind of content, I'm going to give you some ideas here that will be created by yourself and some that you will share. So if you don't write your own blogs, you might find a really cool blog on the internet and share it. Just keep in mind, Facebook does not like you guys sending people off their platform. So if that blog is an external link, which it's more than likely going to be, you just don't want to do that every day. Because if you do it every day, Facebook's going to penalize your organic reach because it's like, wow, every time Helen posts, she's sending people off our platform. We're not going to give her much exposure because she's not providing original, content to her audience. She's just using everybody else's content to feed her audience. Facebook knows all of this kind of stuff. So, blogs, yes, but anything external, even YouTube type clips, those things, don't do them too often. Because you just end up killing your own organic reach on your page, group, or business page. Okay, questions are awesome. Questions are as simple as you go to your feed, you pick a background color, you ask a question. So, the background colors that I'm talking about, just block color or a little bit of a picture on it, and you ask a question. Like some really crazy ones that I've done. You guys might remember them here on my page. What was one I did recently? Oh, do you remember one recently when I asked, so some of you may have seen it, do you keep your mobile phone in the bedroom at night? Simple. It was just a question, but it went nuts as far as responses going. And I was actually intrigued as to what people do and don't do, because people don't realize when you got your mobile phone near your head, you got the internet on, the waves are messing with your brain and it's really bad for you. Okay, aside for that, a lot of people these days don't have alarm clocks anymore. They use their phone for everything. They keep it there for emergencies. They keep it there as an alarm clock. They might have their meditation on it that they put on to get them to sleep. Like, people are using their phones for lots of things, but it's not a good thing to have your phone in the bedroom at night. Okay, squirrel moment. But that was just a simple question. But lots and lots of engagement. So don't overlook simple questions. If you've got a new page, new group, it might take a while before you get that engagement, but don't take the mentality of no one engaged, I'm not going to do this anymore. You've got to earn the right for people to engage and interact with you. So if no one's responding to your question, you need to step up your game and provide more value. The more valuable you become in whatever it is that you're teaching and providing to your audience, the more interaction and engagement you get. The more valuable you come on social media, the more money you are going to make. So it's not always about what you want to get from people. Putting up a question post can be, I want to get interaction and engagement. It can be seen that way. So you don't want to overdo it, but it's a great way to get a few people to chime in. A few people chiming into a question is better than nobody saying anything on anything you do. So questions is a really good type of post. Selfies. We spoke about this yesterday in relation to behind the scenes type content. So this is different to an image. Like, image posts are just pictures, outward. Selfies are obviously the, look at me type thing. But what are you doing behind the scenes? Are you on the computer? Are you watching this live, learning about content? Like, do a selfie, like those kind of things. People want to see it. They want to get to know you. It's really important for you to have your face. And think of this like, when somebody takes holiday snaps and they put them all up on social media and they're all of views, and the views might be beautiful, but there's never any people in it, and it's never as interesting as if there's people in the photographs, or if someone's taken a selfie with the landscape in the background. Do you agree, guys, that we want to look at people's faces? Or families go on holidays and what can happen is the same person is behind the camera all the time. So, I could go on away and I take heaps of photos of the boys, or Paul and the boys, and there's no photographs of me. And yet people that are on my personal profile on my business page, you would want to see me included in that. So that's where the selfies, come in as well. Quotes, motivational quotes. It's a form of post. Great to have. I use them a lot. Some people I get a lot of interaction on some of them, but make sure they're meaningful and not just sort of useless quotes. Just don't overdo it, so it's just all quotes and you've got no other value going on your page. Okay. Testimonials. Is there anything that you can share regarding, a testimonial on you, a testimonial from somebody else, a testimonial from those of you with business pages? Somebody writes a review on your page. Screenshot it, highlight them, put them as a post and say, thank you so much for your beautiful testimonial. Do you even ask for reviews, those of you that have got business pages? If you're not, why not? Those of you listening here, please go to my page and leave a review and say how wonderful I am. I'm only kidding. But ask for reviews and then highlight those people. Screenshot what they wrote, put a post on your page and I'll say, I really want to thank, such and such for leaving a beautiful review. It's awesome to have you part of my community. So highlight people that are with you in your audience. So that's business page specific. Unless you got a testimonial sent to you in Messenger or something like that, highlight those kind of things. Okay. Interviews. So there's another form of post, like get on a StreamYard or a Zoom or something and then live stream your Zoom, to Facebook. Interview somebody, do something interesting. Find somebody that's doing some good things or got some results or that you look up to or is inspirational, and ask them if they'll do a quick interview for you on your page, your personal profile or your group. And then broadcast that. So that's really good to bring into the mix because it's not just you. You're bringing other value to your page and maybe even an expert of some sort in their field. So interviews are really good to do. Shared content. So what I mean by that is, that does double take with things like blogs, but, YouTube clips and things like that. Like you can share other people's content that's worthy of sharing. You could share a Facebook Live. Like if this content was relevant to your audience, you could share this video on your page and say, if you're stuck for content, creation ideas, different types of posts, check this video out, 20 quick ideas. And just share other people's content. Just don't do it too often because, as I said before, Facebook doesn't like you sharing, things that are going to take people off the page. But something that keeps people within Facebook. So sharing this video is keeping people within Facebook. So that's not, you won't get as hurt as much as that from a YouTube video. And there's some awesome YouTube videos out there, guys, inspirational, motivational ones. Those of you that get triggered, like I can watch a YouTube video out of the blue for a few minutes. It's something really powerful and there'll be tears rolling down my cheek. Like there are really impactful short, little YouTube clips that you could share and put a description at the above saying, this was just really resonated with me for so many reasons, including XYZ. I just wanted to share this out to the broader community, something like that. But shared content is a different kind of post that might bring something really valuable to your audience. So don't be afraid to do it. Utilize it if there's something really cool that you think, would this be of benefit to the people on my page, my group, whatever, share it. Next one, polls. You've got the ability to do polls straight from, Facebook. So use them, ask a question, get some opinions. People love sharing their opinions. Ask them. Like those of you with a business page, ask them a question that, and they can do a little poll. It's interesting for people to engage with. It's quick and easy, and it's interesting to see the results as well. So polls is another one. Just a text post. Just literally a text post, but these are the least performing types posts, just to let you know. Just something with a piece of text on it. A text with an image, which is the next one. So just a text post, it is a form of post. You might have something really quick to say. It's just a text post. But a text and an image post, which is more than just an image post, because you're saying something meaningful about it, is a different form of post. Okay, so you can just writing something meaningful, or you're writing story. That is a text post. You might write something really meaningful, something you're thinking about, something that's playing on your mind. That, a text post, actually putting some thought to writing something down and sharing it with your audience. And then obviously you can do that and attach an image, to that as well. So that's text and then different one, text and image. Podcasts. You may not be a podcaster yourself, but some people love listening. How many of you guys use Audible instead of reading a book? I use Audible quite a bit because I can listen and, have my earphones in while I'm doing other things. Even like if the rest of the family isn't in the kitchen with me and I'm preparing dinner or something like that, I can be listening to something meaningful. I can be listening to a book on Audible, which I wouldn't be able to sit there and read while I'm making dinner. Listening, like podcasts are growing. Watch that space in the future. There's lots of people popping up with podcasts, but they could be, if the topic is right for, sharing out to other people, it could, like on a personal profile, it just could be something of interest in your life. On a business page, it could be, a topic that's related to whatever it is that you're teaching or specializing in. So just keep an eye out for really cool podcasts and share that every now and again on your page. It could be really interesting to somebody on your page. Okay. Themed posts. So if you're really stuck in the beginning of your journey on social media and you're not really sure what kind of content to provide, theme some things. So it could be Monday motivation. It could be Wednesday wisdom. It could be Thursday's throwback. It could be Friday happy day. I don't know. I'm just making up stuff now. But, just have themed days to help you, beef up your content a little bit. And it might be something, it'll help you get more organized. It'll help you with your DMO if you know what you're doing on what days. It'll help you to know what content to look for on what days. So it can just help fill in the gaps in the beginning of your journey if that's where you are. With coming up with things because you just don't have that coming out of your brain at the moment, like the inspiration to create a lot of content. So themed posts on a particular day, that could be an alternative for you. Case studies is another type of post. Case study on, maybe you could do a case study on something related to a product that your business provides. So you could do a good story. You don't want to mention the name of the product or the company that it's related to, but a case study of somebody that's had really good results with something. Could be business related. It could be product related. It could be a service-based business related. It doesn't matter what it is, but case studies are something interesting to share for people, especially if you've got a call to action at the end for somebody to look into what it was that was the result of the case study, if that makes sense. So case studies is good to bring into the mix. Seasonal topics, there's always something going on around the world, even if it's not your part of the world. Like even things like Father's Day and Mother's Day around the world, they're on different times. So when you guys say to Paul, Happy Father's Day, it's not even Father's Day in Australia. It's in a completely different month than the rest of you guys. But geez, it's funny and he loves it. But, I would say Happy Father's Day to all of those of you in the US. Even though it's not Father's Day here. Like there's something always going on. There's a public holiday, there's a Queen's birthday, there's something happening. So have a calendar, like look up, around the world, celebrations. And so there's a day for anything. I just talked about to you guys not long ago, there's an emoji day, a world emoji day. Like there's always something weird and wonderful going on that has a day. So just bring it into your content creation mix and post ideas just to, provide something different and interesting. Okay. Tutorials. So can you teach anybody anything? Can you, get on StreamYard like this, share your screen, do a little show people something like I'm going to do with you guys tomorrow, where to find content. I'm going to share my screen with you and actually show you where to find stuff, things like that. Or you could do it with Zoom, share your screen and broadcast that live. You can do it now with Facebook's platform on a computer, which is called Live Producer. So you just go into doing a Facebook Live from your computer, and it allows you to share your screen now. So there's all sorts of things. So just think of something. Is there something that I can share that I can actually teach people on the screen? So tutorial. Okay, 2 more. Bitmojis, like cartoon character type things, like bringing something funny or visually, they are really attractive for people to look at. They grab people's attention. So anything to do with Bitmojis, particularly if you've got the avatar feature, something that's cartoon like of you that is sharing something. Sometimes you just might not want to be on camera. You're really, really tired. You should take a selfie and share something about what you're up to, but you just can't be bothered. So just stick in a Bitmoji. Like there's millions of them. You just put in the search bar the theme, just get the Bitmoji app, and then put in the search bar, excited, tired, sleepy, frustrated, whatever it is, and pull it up, save it to your camera roll, and then post it to Facebook. It's so easy and simple to do, but it brings in a different light, maybe a bit of humor, to what you might be posting. Okay, and the last one I've got for you, there would be more. This is just 20 that I just went blah, 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 blah. But the last one would be sharing your stories to your newsfeed. Not all the time, because it gets pretty boring for somebody to look at your stuff in stories if you 100% of the time post whatever you post in stories on your newsfeed. Then there's no reason to look at your stories because I've seen everything on your newsfeed. But if you've got something really cool to share, post it on both. You get the option when you do a story, do you want to post it in your newsfeed as well? So it is a different type of post, to different type of content. The thing that I would just be wary of with posting stories to your newsfeed is the format is very different in stories than it is your newsfeed. So if you've got words that you've put, let's say you've taken a story and you've put some text on it and you've put some graphics on it. If your text is sitting right down the bottom of your story so you can read it easily on a story, or up the top, it's likely it's going to be cut off on the news feed. So if you know you're doing a story that you're going to intentionally share to your story and your news feed, make sure you move your wording up higher in your story so when it gets to the news feed, it's not cut off the bottom, because they're different formats. Okay, so that's just a little tip for you. If you know you want to share to the news feed, push your wording up a little bit higher. Don't have it sitting at the very bottom or the very top of your story, because it will be cut off in the news feed. Okay, so there's the 20. Is that helpful? Did you write all of those? Down? I'm just seeing just a quick few comments here. Oh, we're on the cell phone one. I put my cell phone next to my bed every night. Ouch. You wouldn't be, so many people do, Hero, but it's not a good thing for your brain. Phone next to my bed, huge energy leak. Well, you said it, Laurie, absolutely. I love seeing Christmas pics. I was so funny the other day. My 13-year-old son helps me. I think I've shared this with some of you guys, would have heard this before. He posts the quotes for me on my page. You can tell them when he's done them and I haven't gone back in and edited them because there's no wording at the top of them. I always take the time to, like the quotes that I post, try to put some wording. So even if he posts them, I try to go back in and edit them and put some wording at the top. So it often gets missed. And he wasn't watching what he was posting. And so he was posting some stuff on another page of mine. I don't think it was this one. I think it was my Healthy Living page. And all these Christmas posts came up. So he was copying from previous posts that I'd done. And there was all these Christmas posts. And he wasn't even like, it's just, this is kids for you. He wasn't actually paying attention to what he was posting. He was just going through the action of copying, pasting over. And all these Christmas posts were going up like about 3 months ago. And I'm like, Zach, you got to look at what you're posting, mate. It's like, Merry Christmas. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay. Yes, love seeing people in pics. My cell phone is not in my bedroom at night. Good to hear that, Jennifer. Hey, whoever that is, if you appear like that, it just means that you're watching from my group, not my page. And the very bottom link in the description in the group, not my page, the group, which is called Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners. It's my free group, so I'm broadcasting in both places at the moment. You just got to click that StreamYard link at the bottom of the description, and then I'll be able to see who you are. That would be me. It took me months to find a picture of myself to use for my business. Finally had photos taken professionally just to have something. And you just take selfies. Like you don't need professional good photographs. Absolutely have a place, but we often overthink things like that. Taco Tuesday. Well, there you go. Hey Tammy, how are you? Oh, there's Pie Day as well. Hi Cindy, how are you? Got them. This is excellent. I'm glad it's helpful, Tina. Hey Anurada, what a beautiful name. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce that correctly. We'll watch the replay, no worries. I used to put the phone next to my bed. Now I don't anymore. So we'll leave it on that note. That's a good thing. Get your mobile phones out of your bedrooms because it's not good for your brain. The internet waves, the brain thingy, it's just, actually Google it. You can read about it yourself. Don't trust me. Go and Google it. It is not good for you to have your mobile phone next to you when you're asleep. So they're nothing to do with posting on social media, but that's your tip for the day. Okay, so those of you in my coaching community, I will see you for day 3 of the Facebook Advertising Essentials and Updates Bootcamp in 15 minutes time. The rest of you, make sure you join me tomorrow for the finishing off this content creation kind of topic. So if you missed yesterday, go on, and we started the conversation there. You've got post ideas here. And come back with me tomorrow at the same time because I'm going to share my screen with you and show you where to find content that will help you, find ideas just about what to bring to your audience on social media. Okay, so I'll see you guys either in 15 minutes in the coaching community or here tomorrow. Bye, guys.